What is going on, everyone? Nick here, and welcome to a kind of, an update that should have happened a bit sooner, but hey, we're here regardless. Just want to talk about the channel. Also, if you noticed in the thumbnail, and if my editing skills have gotten any better, should pop up about right here. My hand placement's terrible, but the editing should pop it there. I'm changing up the branding of the channel, at least the logo. I always kind of hated the logo I had, but it was one of those things where I paid for it, so I felt obligated to use it. So I was like, okay, we'll use it for now. But then eventually it got to the point where I was like, I want to change it, and so I got a new logo made in a style that's more akin to what I originally wanted. My biggest issue was when I first got my logo done, the person didn't necessarily follow what I had recommended or what I had asked for. But because of Fiverr policies, I couldn't get it like refunded or anything like that. So I was like, all right, I'll use it. But yeah, I got something I like more now. It's different from what I originally ordered. So if the person who made the logo sees it, they'll be like, a little different. But yeah, I color swapped it because I wanted to change up the colors of the channel. Just because I felt like it, to be honest. For any of my 40k fans, I did make the channel Space Wolf colors because that's what I'll be collecting once 10th edition hits. But for anybody who don't knows what that means, it's a pretty blue and yellow. So yeah, new logo, nothing's changing. Other than that, I'm not doing a complete rebrand like some of you who've been on the channel for a while know I've done in the past. But no, I'm fine with the name. I just wanted the logo itself to be different. And then of course with that, some of the branding of like stuff like Let's Try and stuff like that will look different now. And I'm actually gonna go back and retroactively make new thumbnails for all of them. But that's next week, Nick problem. I'm not doing that right now. I'm recording this on a Friday, and I'm basically recording what's it called, Hogwarts Legacy, and then calling it a day before I go into my busy weekend work. But yeah, I just wanted to make a update video on that, and then also talk about streaming a little bit, because I have had a few people question me about what's going on. You streamed a bunch of Marvel's Midnight Suns and a bunch of Hunter Call of the Wild, and then kind of just disappeared. Yeah, it sadly, yeah. Kind of two things for the reason for that. One being that I've made the full commit. I'm going back and finishing my teaching credential so that I can go be a full-time teacher. And so I've been subbing a ton, subbing high school, which, God, if any student ever finds these videos, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. But I'm subbing high school again, so I'm doing that. And so I'm basically on call. I get to pick my own days that I work, but it's, you only have so many opportunities, especially for me, who I can't stand subbing elementary school or middle school. I just want to teach high school. So I gotta take them when they come, essentially. So having a consistent stream schedule is basically impossible. And then aside from that, it's also just really not getting much traffic on Twitch. Twitch is incredibly difficult to get discovered on. Like, even if you pick a game that says, let's say, has 10 people total playing that game on Twitch, if you don't have 5 viewers or higher, you're just lost in the shuffle and sea of 0 to 2 viewers. So it's a difficult spot, and plus it's such a time commitment, and for at least me, feels like right now doesn't feel like it's worth it. Where like my YouTube, it's not crazy, I still am sitting about 1,300 subscribers, but it's I still get more interaction on here than I do on Twitch. So I kind of shelved that for now because I wanted to do more YouTube focused stuff. And plus, the YouTube stuff's just way easier with my schedule, to be honest, because I can record stuff ahead of time. I constantly have basically one video in my backlog, so that when I do get a sub job, I can just post that day, and then when I'm off, I can record more. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to the streaming side of things. I will stream eventually in the future, but I think especially like with Marvel Midnight Suns, long form playthroughs, and I think this is true for YouTube as well, don't work anymore. I think viewer retentions has always been kind of terrible for those kind of videos, but I think nowadays the YouTube videos and even Twitch streams to an extent are you need to be able to drop in and have an idea of what's going on and not have to have followed a story for the last 25 hours of gameplay, you know what I mean? So with that, actually, Marvel's Midnight Suns, I'm shelving, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's just to record that now. It's been a while. I did one video recently, but the rest of it's been a while, and it just doesn't do super well. I'm going to finish it on my own. I'll probably record some of what I'll record me playing it. It won't be voiced. I'll just record the raw footage. And then I'll make I want to do a review of that game when I'm done with it. Because I think that would be fun. Hogwarts Legacy, I'm going to finish that one. That one I think is going to be my last actual playthrough of something. Like in the proper like traditional Let's Play sense. Where I record everything I'm doing and put that, and then only cut out when I'm playing with option menus and stuff like that. That'll be the last time I ever do that, I think. Just because it starts to get demotivating as you record more and more of these episodes, where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm just doing like hour snippets of this gameplay, but there's times where just not a lot happens. And in what I want to do is I want to just cut that in the future. But I feel like Hogwarts Legacy, because I'm shooting for close to 100%ing it, having the full recording on will be nice, and plus it'll give some consistent content essentially. But as far as starting up another series, it would not be in that same fashion, I don't think, ever again. I do have plans for, I'm taking on 3 different kind of series-esque things I want to do, where they're heavily edited down, and each episode can kind of, you can miss the last one and it doesn't matter. And they may not even be titled as if they're a series themselves. It might just be, oh, this specific thing, that's the title, that's the episode. One of those being like, I'm big on the Steam sale, man. I bought almost every single Planet Zoo expansion pack, which just adds like 6 animals a pop, and it was like $5 or $6 per. So I spent like $30 on virtual creatures to put in my virtual zoo. But I'm gonna be doing that, and that one's an easy one where each episode we can be building out a zoo, but each episode's like, hey, we're building the Red Fox exhibit, we're building the entrance, we're it's more segmented like that, and then everything will be edited down. And some of that gameplay is going to be, I'm just going to record it, then I'll talk over it. It won't be an active, like, I'm talking about it in the moment kind of thing. And I think that works for games like that. I think that works. I want to do at some point another City Skylines playthrough where I cut out a lot of the stuff I didn't in the last time I played City Skylines on the channel. So I think that could also be quite fun. And then, of course, like I want to do, I have like 130 gigs of Mass Effect Andromeda recording that I need to do something with it. I want to do kind of a video essay on that. And that's kind of what, in essence, all this stuff that I'm talking about is what the future of the channel is going to look like, right? Where it's going to be, yes, Hogwarts Legacy. I can't record it quite as frequently as I used to be, especially at the start. I basically took a week off to record the first bit of that game, because I was like, oh, I'm super excited for it, and I want to put it on the channel. My channel's known for essentially Spellcaster University, so it felt like a good game to throw into the mix. But yeah, I that will be the only long running thing. Everything else will come out a bit slower, a bit more heavily edited, and each thing that comes out is not going to rely on you necessarily watching a previous episode, if that makes sense. Now, does it help you a little bit contextually to watch the previous ones? Absolutely. Like something with Planet Zoo, if you want to watch me build the entire zoo and not just the Red Fox exhibit, you're going to need to watch the entire series. But if you're someone who's like, I'll pick and choose, kind of look at what I want out of this and dive in when I can, then that's going to work super well. I'll keep them as segmented as possible. Same with, like, I'm doing Hitman 2. I'm doing the World of Assassination stuff. That's super fun. So easy to do segmented because you're doing it in chunks. So that's also one that's coming. And then, of course, stuff like video essays, reviews, stuff like that will all be its own thing. I also want to do kind of a bit more of this, where it's just me talking to the camera. We'll have something in the background that's not my knick-knack shelf. That is, you know, we're talking about something. We're talking about, you know, movies, TV shows, you know, honestly, probably Warhammer, because that's been my love recently. But yeah, stuff like where it's just us chatting, having a good time, chilling. You can see my ginger face for a bit, and yeah, that's all stuff. So consistent, like daily uploads, probably not happening. Even with Hogwarts Legacy, I'll try. My goal for that one is to try to get it up every 3 days. So if I can get one episode up on a Monday, I'll try to get another one up on ideally Wednesday. Sometimes it'll be Thursday. It is what it is. It's kind of my schedule right now, especially with me going back to class as well. Now I think about it, I haven't factored that in yet. That'll take up a lot of time as well. So yeah. So just expect some kind of tone shifts, I guess, for the channel, where it's less about, oh, I'm going to show you everything, to, hey, I'm going to give you a 20 or 30 minute chunk video that's edited down, that has parts of it that are sped up, that may be talked over, that's not my live reaction, stuff like that. Just because I think that's more fun for me. I've been playing around with it a little bit on videos I'm definitely not going to release because they're just practice videos. But yeah, just more enjoyable for me. And yeah, that's the update. I planned on this update being, you know, 5 minutes, hey, new logo, hey, probably not streaming for a while, but you know, God forbid, I can't sit here and talk for only 5 minutes. This is not in me. It's why I'm teaching. It's, you know, I want to be talking all day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys like the new logo color scheme thing I got going. Cause I like it. I'm happy with it, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it too. And to be honest, it doesn't change the content at all. So even if you don't like it, doesn't super matter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. See ya.